Hello, guys. Hi, welcome to another episode of Talk with Liz. I remain your humble host, Elizabeth Daniel. So, today we are having another discussion session. So today we are having a very interesting topic. As we know, almost everybody has a best friend. So, today we want to review the relationship between best friends. What is ideal and what is not ideal. Okay, so before I go further, I have somebody here that is actually going to help in that is going to also help in sharing his view on this topic. His name is Ibok Emmanuel. Ibok, can you say hi?
Hey, hi.
Okay, so that is Ibok Emmanuel. So Ibok, please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Elizabeth Emmanuel Michael. I'm a graduate of marine biology, University of Lagos. I also blog. I'm a blogger at Epoch's Diary. Get you online.
Okay, so Ibok, first, I would like to ask you, why did you change your voice? But that's another issue for another day. So I'm going to Ibok. Are you there with me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so today we're going to do it in a question and answer. Okay, so Ibok, we have Ibok here again. Sorry,
Yeah?
we had some disconnection. So as I said, we'll be having a question and answer session. I would ask the question, Ibok would reply. Okay, so before I move further, I would like to thank a sponsor for actually supporting this session with, he gave us some recharge cards to support the whole session. So we'll thank Mikoland Water for that. So thank you, sir. So moving on to the question and answer session. Ibok, are you there with me? Emmanuel? Hi,
Yeah, I'm here.
Emmanuel. Okay, great. So, Emmanuel, do you have a best friend?
No, not really. I just have confidence.
What is the difference between a best friend and a confidant? Or what do you think a best friend, who do you think your best friend is? Like, explain what
Okay.
you understand by a best friend.
A best friend. If someone that's your best friend, you will. How do I put it to you? A confidant can be your mom, can be your auntie, can be someone that you can tell stuff to and it's a secret and stuff like that. But your best friend, I think a best friend is deeper than having a confidant. Your best friend can be a confidant though, but I don't really have best friends like that. I just
Okay.
have close friends,
Okay, so basically, a
but not
best
so
friend is just
close,
a
close like
deeper way, a
your best
deeper
friend is someone that you hang out with every time.
every
You get
time.
what I mean?
What about people that have long distance friends as their best friends?
What is it?
What about people that have long, like their best friends are far away?
Yeah,
They don't hang out every time.
I'm not sure they can be your because you don't know, you can't really know where the person's mind is at since the person is far away.
Okay, thank you for that
You can't be
view.
so sure.
Moving on to the next question. So, Ibok,
Yeah,
actually, since you said you
yeah.
don't have a best friend, I was actually going to ask you to introduce your best friend. But since you don't have a best
Oh,
friend,
I
right?
have a lot of close friends though,
I know.
but not really. Yeah.
Okay. So, since you don't have a best friend, what do you think would be the ideal circumstance or the ideal condition for having this best friendship relationship, if there's anything like that? Like,
A
some
best
people
friend.
say that your best friend should not be someone of similar character, so that one person cannot be hot tempered and the other person too is hot tempered. That's some people's view, and some other people believe that your best friend has to be someone that you guys think alike, like you are almost the same. So what's your own view on it? How do you think the characters between two best friends should be?
I can't really say about that, but the thing is, if two of you, if you and your best friend have different goals in life, there might be
Okay.
a clash or something. You have
Yeah.
different beliefs and stuff like that. There might be a clash. So, well, maturity comes in there. The ability to tolerate each other and stuff can make the friendship blossom. So I
Yes,
don't really
actually, I
subscribe to that
actually
school of thought.
subscribe to this because I feel
Yeah?
no two person can actually think the same. Though you might think alike, but there would obviously be some difference. So you guys have to just learn to tolerate each other. So thank you for that,
Yeah, that's why
Emmanuel.
yeah,
Okay, so now moving on to actually the main discussion. What do you think
yeah.
about opposite sex being best friends? You know, there's this major clause that is actually going around that, a boy and a girl, when they are
Yeah,
best friend, actually, after a while, it doesn't work out because there's no how they would develop feelings for each other. What do you think about it? Do you subscribe to that or not?
what I think is boy and a girl can actually be close friends. It
Okay.
doesn't necessarily mean that they will be having sex and
Okay, no,
that kind
Ibok,
of
I'm
thing.
not saying close friends. I said best friends.
It, yeah, it's possible for a boy and girl to be best friends
Okay, and no
without
feelings
having
would.
any feelings, without any strings attached.
Okay,
It's possible.
okay. So
It's just that
how would you
society
advise
degrades everything.
how would you advise someone, maybe a male and a female, that want to, tread this boat? That how would you advise them to cope so that they would avoid the whole feeling getting involved? Because actually, some people feel that love is a feeling that grows with how close you are with someone. So if I'm very close with a boy, are you listening?
Yeah,
And we become very close, don't you think feelings will develop? And from there, we'll just say, okay, I'm in love with my best friend
yeah.
from blah, blah,
Feelings
blah.
sometimes might develop. You might develop feelings for someone if you are close to the person for a very long time. But everything just comes with maturity. For some girls, when you tell them when you've been friends for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
decide to come out that you are in love with them, that might ruin your friendship. So
Okay.
the thing is about maturity, sha.
Okay.
And if and it's about everything is about maturity and just I don't know how to put it. But you can just be friends though.
Okay, so actually, I for one, I think that a guy and a girl can be best friends, but then I feel you
Yeah,
guys just need to define the relationship from the start. Let the person know
yeah,
that
that's another angle again.
even with time,
That's
because
another
there's
angle.
no how you guys would not develop feelings for each other actually. But I feel once
That's
you guys
another
understand
angle.
each other to well, you should be able to say, okay, this is the limit, we are not going past this and all. And if God help you guys want to be together, well, there's nothing bad. Also, I apparently the best relationship evolved from having your dating your best friend. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Okay, so moving
yeah,
away from
yeah.
the topic, Emmanuel.
Wait, you hold up. That
Okay.
is one thing guys should understand. They forget to state the real mission of their friendship. They first start with boring byra and stuff like that. But actually, they actually want to date the.
Emmanuel, moving away from
Okay.
the topic, actually, so I want to ask a question about the happenings in town. What do you think? You heard the
Yeah,
news yesterday, Buhari's speech about the lockdown and all, right?
yeah.
Okay, so what do you
Well,
think this easing of the lockdown would do? Do you think it's a good step, or it is not yet needed, or how do you think it would affect the whole progress in the health sector and all?
well, first of all, I think he used the lockdown. The government used the lockdown because people were already complaining that they couldn't survive with the hunger, no, they weren't getting money and stuff, and the
Yeah.
palliative that the government shared wasn't reaching them. So, and I don't know what the government found it very hard to share money. So obviously, they just had to release people to start work and stuff like that. But he said it was going to be procedural, sha, that few companies will first start, then probably maintain social distancing and all.
Yeah,
But
but
the
do you
thing
think
is,
that is a good step? Like, do you think it is advisable? Do you think that is what we need now?
it depends. By May 4th, Nigeria would have tested a great amount of people. So
Okay.
there might not be there might be no surge if you really look at it. But how many can they really test? That's the question. But like Sweden did something like this. According to what I heard, though, I've not verified that yet, but they said Sweden relaxed the lockdown and there was a surge a few days after. By hopefully it doesn't. Nigeria doesn't become that. Doesn't
No,
become
but
Nigeria
actually, I
state. Yeah.
think I think that would it's we can't avoid the surge coming up because we are releasing people, and it's not as if the numbers have decreased already or there's a
Yeah.
reduction in the number when you're actually saying you want to ease the lockdown. So people are still going out there without and knowing that there are still other people. So more people will get infected. So there would actually be a surge in it. So you
Yeah.
already said that.
But I think the government is looking at the fact that they would have tested a lot of people
Okay, by
at
that
that
time,
time.
right?
So that is why, like, Kano now that 600 people died and that are not sure of what killed them,
Mm-hmm.
they are going to extend the lockdown there for them. For Lagos and Ogun State, we have a relax in lockdown.
Uh, okay, so
Yeah.
I actually, for one, don't think that that is necessary. The easing of the lockdown, I feel at least they should put 1 more week so that with that the whole thing would reduce or stuff. But then
Yeah,
most people are not
that's
don't think that it is
but
advisable.
yes,
Then giving us a curfew from 8 to 6, does that make
you see,
sense?
I think that is why they said for people to go out, you must wear a mask, stuff like that. That might reduce the spread likely.
Yeah,
Then
but
if
Emmanuel,
you
you're
keep people,
forgetting that
even
most of the marks they are
if you keep,
making are those of fabrics.
yeah, it's not really safe. But the thing is, if you keep people indoors and they don't have money to eat and stuff like that, they might come out protesting. So it even be worse.
Yeah, I just feel the
And
whole
the way
thing.
the way the police are handling the police is handling the case with the shootings and
Yeah,
everything.
true.
So it will be more deadly
Than
than the virus.
the
According to
virus
what
itself.
I saw heard recently on radio, like the police have killed more people than the coronavirus
Virus
that they are
itself.
trying to protect people from.
Well, you're right,
So
Emmanuel. So I feel the greater part falls on our government. Our government are the one not managing this
yeah,
thing properly. They should
yeah,
give people the incentive they need if they want them to stay home and reduce
yeah,
this whole virus infestation and all. So thank you, Emmanuel, for your time. Yeah, but one
yes,
more
yes.
question, just based on the best friend theme stuff. You advise you advise a relationship between two best friend, male and female, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
I said you advise male and females being best friend.
Yeah, it's possible. It's workable. Yeah,
It's workable. Okay. Well,
yeah.
that's a good one. Well, so that's it for today, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Okay, then.
guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Please comment. I actually need the comment to know what to do and what not to do. So thank you so much for watching today's episode. My name still remains Elizabeth Daniel. It's not changing. Thank you, and see you all on Friday for our recap session. Bye.